your girl Chun-Li Shoddy, and you're watching The Liminal Period. What we just saw is a video shared by Riley Gaines on Twitter yesterday, and it is of a trans-identified male player, player number 82 for KIPP Academy in Massachusetts, injuring a female basketball player right before halftime. This male player, this biological male player, has actually caused 3 injuries in this game alone before halftime. And yeah, I don't know how many times we have to say it in order for the progressives and the trans rights activists to truly understand. We're putting our young girls into harm's way by allowing identity politics to take precedence over science. This male player is over 6 foot tall, towering over these high school girls. And you saw how aggressively he pulled the ball away. Like, can we watch that again? Like,
let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Come through. 82 right there. Wow. I was mad they are allowing this trans student to play on the female basketball team, knowing of the physical advantages. But I'm also mad the team that forfeited. They've already played this particular team, once before in the season. And the coach said nothing happened, so it's okay. We can play again. How important is winning?
Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
See, I want to share this clip because when Trump said this last year, people took it as if he was being transphobic, as if he is mocking that community. But we are really underestimating the progressives and the liberal media and the narrative they're trying to push. I don't even understand how how most people I don't understand who's siding with this. Like, why is this an issue time and time again, month after month, year after year, sport after sport?
You know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women.
We've seen it in MMA. We've seen it in swimming. We're seeing it now in basketball. Last year, Vermont, there was a Christian school in Vermont that forfeited a game because they knew there was going to be a trans player. They didn't even start the game. They went ahead and forfeited. And guess what? They were banned from the playoffs. So when there are coaches, players, and schools at risk for not being able to go into the playoffs, and it's not just simply a game. This is a time for these young women to showcase their skill set. This is a time where recruiters are coming out looking for talent. So for them to ban this team because they wanted to keep their players safe, like, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot as a female athlete nowadays. I really have no idea why we fought for so long for us to have space in sports if you're just going to allow little girl identifying boys into the game. But let's see what Trump has to say.
And I'll tell you what, if I were ever, I'd be the greatest women's basketball coach in history. Because I don't like LeBron James. I like Michael Jordan much better. But I'd go up to LeBron James. It doesn't matter. I'd say, LeBron, did you ever have any desire to be a woman? Because what I'd love you to do is star on my team that I'm building up. I will have the greatest team in history. They'll never lose. Nobody will come within 70 points of this team.
That aged well. Yeah. It's happening now. Now you're going to have one player, 2 player, a couple in the playoffs, and eventually it's going to be a whole league of them. They always want to pretend like these trans athletes are just one amongst a few, or one player amongst many. No, they're literally dominating the space. Okay, well, I want to share this clip as well because it's not even my plug, but I thought it was a great movie. I watched Lady Ballers twice already, and I have shared it with any friend that is willing to spend the time and watch it with me. Yeah, I do not understand why it's such a controversial or triggering comedy when it's literally calling out the craziness that is happening in the world that we're living in. It's offensive. It's offensive when it's in a movie. It's offensive when Trump says it, but it's not offensive enough when our girls are getting pulverized. When our girls are having to go and share locker rooms with full-on danglings. When women are being kicked out of spas because they don't want to be naked and have their children naked around trans women that haven't even taken the first step to transitioning.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it.
So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
Like, we can't even take you seriously. If you are gender fluid, how would we know that? Like, do you get to play on both teams? Are you like a bisexual, but like a bi-gender? I don't know. Like, non-binary, right? I don't know. Please, guys, help me make sense of this. Help me understand how we've gotten so far. This is what I mean when I say the progressives are so progressing that they're regressive. It's like a circle. Ignorant people say, oh my gosh, I've changed so much. I've done a complete 360. Well, babe, you're ending off where you started off. We wanted separate spaces for men and women because we were able to identify and acknowledge the biological differences, the physical advantages and disadvantages. That's why we have different sports teams. We have different weight classes. We have different height classes in certain sports. But one of the biggest deciding factor on physical advantages completely gone to the wayside. Bye-bye. No one cares. You might as well just go ahead and stop putting your little girls into sports. Stop investing money into club sport or all-star teams because there's going to be a little boy that decided that he needed a scholarship in his last year of high school, and he's going to take it from right under her. See Riley Gaines and Leah Thomas. I'm going on a rant because this type of conversations get me so heated because, again, I don't understand how we've gotten this far. Okay. Rant over. So please, guys, let me know your thoughts on this conversation. And yeah, if you can think of any other trans female athlete that completely annihilated female players, please let me know in the description below because I would love to look into it. You're watching That Liminal Period. It's your girl, Chun-Li Shadi, and I'm going to talk to you again. Bye.
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches.